us all around the globe by following Aloore Radio on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, Aloore Radio. YouTube, Aloore Radio. Visit our website on www.aloreradio.com. You can also download the Aloore Radio application on the Google Play Store by searching Aloore Radio. Call or send a message on 0903 985 3731. Whether you're a native of Ibadan or a visitor, Aloore Radio brings you closer to the heart and soul of Oyo State and beyond. Aloore Radio, the online radio that amplifies the voice of Oyo State.
Beautiful Tuesday in the month of October. You're welcome to another session of the Business and Life series on Aloore Radio, and we're transmitting from the GSM studio at the Ministry of Information and Orientation Secretariat, Agodi, Ibadan, here in Oyo State, Nigeria. You can join us on our different social media handles. On Facebook, you can join us on www.facebook.com/Aloore Radio. On YouTube, just search for Aloore Radio. Our website is www.aloreradio.com. Our studio line is 090 3985 3731. 090 3985 3731. You're welcome once again this morning. My name is Aloore. I am a business strategist as part of the other things that I also do. And this morning we are bringing to us a very important topic when it comes to business. You know, the name of this program is Business and Life. So we talk generally about business, different topics, different areas of business, and also things that pertain to our lives. Whether you're not a business person, you're in the career path, or you're a student. But this morning we are focusing on business owners and businesses. Our topic this morning is one of the most important topics you will ever come across when it comes to business. Whether your business will do well or not, this is one of the factors that will determine it. Whether it's a service business or a product-based business, this is one of the topics, this is one of the things that you will need to understand before you can make a sustainable headway in that business. And this topic is none other than market segmentation. Market segmentation. Very, very important. You see, I like taking things to the basics, especially when it comes to discussing about business. When we talk about market segmentation, if you're not careful as a business owner, you will think, oh, that's big English for big businesses. But absolutely not. Every single person who is interested in running a business will need to understand what we call market segmentation. And you see, this is why. There's no business aside from either you're offering a service or services, or you're producing, or you have products on sale for sale to customers. Okay? Of course, there are some that have hybrids, which means they have some businesses, they have some services, and then they have some physical products that go with it. But everything still bothers around the same thing. Every business, it's either a service or there's a product to sell. Now, this product, where it makes sense, where it begins to be called a business, is if you can successfully exchange your service, this service you're offering, or this product you're manufacturing, you're producing, if you can successfully exchange it for money, rather, when you make it available to customers or potential customers, that is when it becomes a business. So in other words, what we're saying is, no matter how fantastic your service is very, very good, or your product is very, very effective, if you cannot exchange it, right? If you cannot give it to your potential customers or your customers, and then they exchange their money for that service or that product, then it is not a business. In fact, it's quickly going to shut down. So, and in the case or in the bid of you being able to exchange or offer that service or offer that product in order for customers or potential customers to buy, to patronize you, this is very, very important. I know I've not defined what market segmentation is. I'm taking my time because I want to really explain it to you. If you're a business person, you need to really understand this. And it doesn't matter whether you're a one-man business or you have a staff of 5, 10, 20, 100. You need to understand this if you want to make a headway in business. And you see, you ask people at times, and because I've been involved with businesses over time in the last 15, 18 years, so I know a bit about how businesses think. Sometimes business owners come into the market based on fantasies. We just think that, oh, all I need to do is just come into the market, everything will just fall on my laps. It doesn't work like that. So many times you ask a business owner, whether it's a service they're providing or it's products they're manufacturing, or you ask them, who is your target market? Who are your customers? They say everybody. Have you ever heard that before? Everybody will buy. That's the biggest lie you can say to yourself. Is the biggest mistake you can make as a business owner. Not everybody will buy your products. Not everybody will use your products. So you need to be able to think right from onset. How do I segment the market? How do I know which segment of the market is going to be my potential customers, and then how do I keep these potential customers? That is the essence of market segmentation. So having said that, having laid all that foundation, let me now begin to define to us what market segmentation is, and then take us on a few things on market segmentation. If time permits this morning, I'll try to go into the nitty-gritty of the different ways by which we can segment based on your product or your service that you're offering. So market segmentation is the practice of dividing your target market. The practice of dividing your target market into approachable groups. Some other definition will say that market segmentation is the way by which you look at an entire market, and then you group those markets by, I'll share with us, I'll say in a few minutes those ways by which you can segment, but and then each of these groups, you now decide, so this group be interested in my product or my service? Will this group, because you see, what market segmentation is a very, very interesting and very, very wide topic. It helps you as a business person. Let's continue with the definition. So we said market segmentation is the practice of dividing your target market into approachable groups. Market segmentation also helps you to create subsets of a market based on demographics, their needs, their priorities, their common interests, and other psychographic or behavioral criteria used to better understand that target audience that you have in mind. So, like I was saying, market segmentation is very, very wide. And you see, the reason it's very wide is because it helps you as a business person it brings clarity to you. Like I said, if you have ever been in that category, or you have ever met someone who is in that category, who wanted to start a business, who wants to start a business, and they're asking them, who are your target markets, who are your customers, and you say everybody. It's not true. Everybody cannot be your target market. All right? So let me quickly give another definition, and then we'll go on a short break, and then when we come back, we'll go deeper into what market segmentation is all about. Market segmentation is a marketing term that refers to aggregating prospective buyers, into groups or segments with common needs and who respond to a similar marketing action. So what it means is that you aggregate a market into prospective buyers, or prospective buyers into smaller groups or segments with common needs, and you're able to group these people based on their similar response to marketing actions. Let's go on a short musical break. When we come back, I'll explain better, and we'll see how we can apply this practically in our businesses and get better results.
On the track. Love is different with you, Nana. I see I'm Nana. What I know go cool the fire, Udo. The loving way you give me, Jamila, yeah. I'm coming in an hour. Please enter shower and look good for me. I pop it for that sugar, sugar, sugar. Honey me to timba, oh that wow. Every time I see cross the border. Oh, cover you, baby, don't bother. Oh, shock you back on me. Oh, girl, you complete me. Girl, you complete me. Any other person that counterfeit to believe me. I'ma you complete me. Girl, you complete me. Oh, Timbalo, I go still there for you. Still there for you. Oh.
That short musical break. This is Business and Life series on Aloore Radio. We're transmitting from the GSM studio at the Ministry of Information and Orientation, Secretariat Agodi Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. And you can join us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Aloore Radio. On YouTube, you can watch us on Aloore Radio, and then our website is www.alooreradio.com. Okay, so if you've been following us this morning, we're talking about a very important business topic that I believe every business owner and everyone who is interested in even running a business should know and should understand and should apply, and that is market segmentation. So far, before we went on the break, I was able to say a few things and then try to explain to us or define what market segmentation is all about. So I'll just repeat that definition and then we'll go on to better understand market segmentation. So market segmentation is the practice of dividing your target market into approachable groups, right? And it creates subsets of a market based on demographics, needs, priorities, common interests, and other psychographic or behavioral criteria used to better understand your audience. I would like to say this. Now, to you listening to me out there, you may think, oh, what am I selling? I'm selling just, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a product. I'm selling just this. Why do I need market segmentation? I can boldly say to you that if you are selling practically anything, if you understand market segmentation, you're likely going to do better in your sales. If you can just understand it, you see, because many times I see something happen regularly. I see people marketing products or services to the wrong audience. There's nothing that frustrates a business owner much more than that. When you take a right product, you take a good product, you take a good service, but you are marketing it. You are talking to the wrong audience about your product. It never flies. And at the end of the day, you try and get frustrated and you may even give up along the line. And guess what? It is because you're talking to the wrong audience. So the right thing you need to do is to be able to segment. Once you segment, you will know where your right customers are, where your target audience are. And because of that, you will be able to easily not just identify them. You see, because that's what market segmentation will help you to do. It will help you to identify them. And then it will help you to easily reach them. So let me say it like this. If all you sell is sweets, and I mean sweets, candy that children take, if that is all you're selling, you need market segmentation. It's that basic. It's so basic to business that whatever it is you're offering, you will need market segmentation. Yes, having said that, let's move on this morning. I want us to quickly look at what are the types of market segmentation, meaning that how can we segment a market? So let me make this clarity. There was a presentation I was at not too long ago, and it needed to be clarified that when you hear the word market, we're not talking about industry markets in such that, let's say, we're saying maybe a market where a particular thing is sold, or a market where a particular particular product is sold, like plank market, fish market, no, that's not what we mean by market. And also, we're not even talking about market in terms of physical markets. Okay, we're not saying Bodija market, we're not saying Songo market, we're not saying Aloore market. No, when we're talking about market segmentation and we're referring to markets there, we're talking about people, because people are the market, right? So for instance, your market can be the entire city of Ibadan. That might be the market that you will need to segment. The market might be Oyo State as a whole. The market might be the Southwest as a whole. Your market might be Nigeria as a whole. So if Nigeria, for instance, is your market, you need to segment and know, okay, so in this market, how do I segment and identify the people who are my own customers, who are the people who will potentially purchase my product, whether it's a service, whether it's a product, who will potentially buy this. When you identify them, you know how to reach them, that is what we mean by market segmentation. And you see, don't be deceived as a business owner to think, oh, all I just need to do is to think it's just for men. This product I'm selling is just for men, so every man will buy it. That would be a big mistake. That would be a very, very huge mistake. It doesn't work like that in business. So that's why we're saying, how do we now segment? We have seen that, okay, so market segmentation is very, very important. So how do we then segment, right? So there are 4 primary types of market segmentation, or 4 primary ways by which we can segment a market. Are there more? Yes, but we're talking about the basics that's even applicable to every kind of business. The basics, the ones that are at least the minimum that we can use when it comes to us as business owners segmenting our market. Okay, so there are 4 types, right? And let me say this, that one type can usually be split into an individual segment or organizational segment. Now, for instance, there's when it comes to segmentation, we can use demographic. I'm going to explain all these segment or all these types in details. Even if I don't go too deep into the details, I will explain them in details. So when it comes to market segmentation, you can use demographics, you can use psychographic segmentation, you can use behavioral segmentation, and then you can also use geographic segmentation. Now, if you understand all of this, it tells you where you should even take your product or your service in the first place. It tells you who you should even target in the first place. And then when you know who to target, then you can now come up with, okay, so this person or this group of people I'm supposed to target, where are they? Where am I most likely going to find them? Okay, so when you identify them and you know where they are, then how am I going to communicate with them? What is the best way? What is my most efficient way of communicating with them? How will they listen? What are the things they will listen to? What are the things they won't even bother to pay any attention to? Those are the things that market segmentation helps you to clarify. Okay, so let's begin to look at it one after the other now. So we said, one, you can decide to use demographic segmentation. Please bear in mind, like I said, in some cases, depending on the complexity of your product or your service, you might need to apply more than one segmentation. One segmentation might not take you deep enough. Okay, now, so if you use a particular kind of segmentation out of the 4, it might not help you to finally pinpoint who your customers are. Okay, now for instance, you might use a segmentation, market segmentation type that will point you to that your product is for men. Okay, now but you need to go a bit deeper. Even though it is for men, what kind of men is it for? What age group, if there's any age group involved, is it for? What are the likely behaviors of the kind of men this product is for? So those are the things you need to factor in. So one segmentation might not be enough. Okay, one segmentation might just help you to identify who your target customers are, or who your target audience are, but how they will respond you might need to use another type of segmentation. That's why we said there's demographic, psychographic, behavioral, and also geographical segmentation. So let's start from demographic segmentation. All right, so demographic segmentation is a simple type of segmentation, and the common methods of and a very common one that we see almost everywhere. Now, so it involves breaking the market into customer demographics like age, income, gender, race, educational level, or even occupation. So let me try to explain that better now. So when it comes to demography, you might look at or your state, say Ibadan for instance. So you have a service or you have a product that you want to offer to customers in your state, in Ibadan, sorry. So you might say, okay, let me start from demographic segmentation. So you will then be able to say, okay, what age group are likely to request or make use of this particular service or this particular product. Now, so if you are able to map out the age group, if you know, for instance, you are aware, you know that, this product is for elderly people. Okay, so you know, so people from the age of say 55 upwards are the ones that this product or this service will be better suited for. Okay, so that is a segmentation. That's a demographic segmentation. You know that it is from this age group, or it could be the other way. It could be, say, maybe from age of 18 up to say maybe about 45 or 50. So you know that so this is my market. This is the market I should be targeting. These are the people that use this product or this service more. It could be, for instance, it could be based on income. So this product will be easier or better patronized by people within this income bracket. Okay, so you can use that also. You might use gender. So like we said, this product for elderly, it might just be for elderly men alone, or this service might just be for elderly women alone. Elderly women, say from the age of 55 or 60 upwards alone. So it begins to give you clarity as to how to go about your marketing. All right, so we could use that. It could be race, it could be educational level. Maybe this product will better fit people who don't have a first degree, right? Okay, so it could be now whether both genders, it could be male, it could be female, but anyone who doesn't have a first degree, this product will be perfect for them. This product will be something they will be looking forward to buying or forward to using. Okay, this might be for people who have their first degrees already. So it could, depending on what you're bringing, depending on the service or the product you're bringing to the market. And for some, you could even use occupation, depending. So you have to understand your product well. That's why you see, as a business owner, if you don't understand your product, you will find it difficult to be able to even push it into the market. Okay, so um, that's some examples or some way by which you can do your segmentation when it comes to demographic segmentation. Let's move on now to another one, which is geographic segmentation. When we talk about geographic segmentation is like when we're going deeper, or a subset of demographic segmentation. Now, so this approach groups customers by physical location. So we can see, I've been saying, well, we're targeting customers in Ibadan, potential customers in Ibadan. So we want to offer this service, or we want to offer this product to customers in Ibadan. So that's a physical location. And what in that case, what we're doing is that we're assuming that people within a given geographical area may have similar needs. So let's assume that maybe there's a general need, that people in this city of Ibadan have, and you're ready to solve that to bring solutions to that issue. So you can say, okay, so I'm targeting the city of Ibadan. That's my target. That's a geographical location where I want to bring this product. So how does that work? There are some geographical locations that require certain kinds of products or services. Let me give you a good example. If you live in an area, let's say you live in a geographical location where there's constant rainfall, and then maybe there's always mods and things like that. So maybe cars get dirty quite easily, right? You can begin to say, okay, now I can offer service to clean people's cars, and you begin to shape how you can bring that offering. Well, that's, you're targeting a particular geographical location. Take for instance, you go and open a car wash or a car cleaning service or cab detailing service in an environment where things are relatively clean. You just have a reduced market potential in that place. So that's why you need to be able to segment. Okay. So let's go on. So we've looked at demographic, and then we've looked at geographic, what do I call it now? Segmentations. Let's move on and see psychographic. Okay, so when it comes to psychographic segmentation, we can begin to look at segmenting potential customers based on lifestyle. How do what kind of lifestyle do my potential customers, what kind of lifestyle do they engage in? What kind of lifestyle, how do they live? What are the activities they engage in? What are their interests? What are their opinions on things like this? What are their concerns? What are the things they're looking forward to? What are the values they attribute to these kind of things? So that's what psychographic segmentation really looks at. For instance, you could look at a market segment of people who want to engage in an aspirational lifestyle. Let me just try to explain it like that. Maybe they're looking forward to moving up upwards in life. They want to do things that push them upwards in life, things like that. So if you have a service or you have a product that can help offer that to them, you are targeting them already. You're segmenting them for target already. Or you might have a particular segment that have certain kind of concerns. Let me give you a good example. So you could segment um, families, maybe young families that are just starting out. Maybe they just have young children, very young school age children. Now, one of the concerns they would have is how their children will get quality education. Okay, so they will feel like, oh, I want my child to have a very good foundation, educational foundation. So their concern is, where are they going to be able to get such good educational foundation? And they also may all be concerned about high fees. So you may be thinking, how do I get quality education for my children at affordable fees? So you've been able to segment to that place. You've been able to segment to that particular level. Now, so if you're bringing an educational service, for instance, you can begin to now look at, okay, so these are their concerns. How do I meet these concerns? How do I bring solutions to these concerns that this set of people are likely to have? Okay. For instance, still segmenting on families, you could segment families that have older children, maybe children who are of university age, and then they have concerns about what university are the children going to go to, what are the fees they're going to be paying. You see, similar, but it's a higher level. So your service or your product at this level will not be the same at the first one we tried to look at. So it won't be the same. So you'll have to come up with services that will meet the needs of a family with older children. Okay, let's go on another quick short musical break, and by the time we come back, we'll try to look at the other types of market segmentation, and then I'll quickly go over their benefits as time will permit us.
Oh, Shade, oh yeah now. Ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ń bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀, ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ń toast ẹ ò Ṣadé. Ọjọ́ ń lọ, ọ̀sẹ̀ tó lọ mo pé 30 Ṣadé. I dey beg you say make you marry me, you tell me say you no ready, hold the job. Ọmọge dákun gbọ́ tèmi, jọ̀wọ́ má jẹ́ kí n lọ commit o. I love you die, I need you die. Baby mi jọ̀wọ́, please come be my wife. Jẹ́ ń gbé ẹ lọlé, mọ́mí mi ń retí ọmọ. Marry me oh baby, bàbá mi ń retí ọmọ. You know I love you, ọmọge wá fẹ́ mi. Jẹ́ ń gbé ẹ lọlé, mọ́mí mi ń retí ọmọ. Marry me oh baby, bàbá mi ń retí ọmọ. You know I love you, ọmọge wá fẹ́ mi. I say I need you, girl. You say you need some time. But time me no day, girl. Answer me on time. I dey beg you say make you follow me. You tell me say you no love me, oh the job.
Welcome back after that short musical break. You're still on the Business and Life series on Aloore Radio. Transmitting from the GSM studio at the Ministry of Information and Orientation, Secretariat Agudi, here in Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. So we are at the concluding part of our looking at the market segmentation this morning. So if you just joining us, we said a few things about market segmentation and how important it is to you as a business owner. And I said, and I'll say that again, that it does not matter what you are selling. Doesn't matter what business you're into, it doesn't matter what products you're selling or what services you're offering. Market segmentation is important and it's very basic. If you're going to do well in market in your business, you will need to understand this. And while we're looking at this topic this morning, is if you understand it to a very large extent, you may not necessarily need to engage the services of a professional. But if you are running a large business or your business is growing exponentially, you might need to. But if you understand the basics, it gives you clarity as to how to approach those customers, how to even segment, and then how to identify them, how to approach them, the best communication method to be able to reach them. See, because customers behave differently. If we have enough time, I'll get to the different personality types that have been identified when it comes to customer types. All right. So if we have enough time, I'll get there. But the last market segmentation type that we need to touch on this morning is behavioral. So we've looked at geographic, we've looked at demographic, we've looked at psychographic, and that's where we looked at lifestyle. What are the activities this your particular market segment engages in? What are their interests? What are their opinions? What are their concerns? What are their all those things that have to do with them, which you can cash in on as a business owner. Now, so the last one we're looking at is behavioral segmentation, market segmentation. So under behavioral market segmentation, we have things like purchase pattern. We have things like usage. Under that usage, I would like to also call it usage pattern, because we don't all use our products the same way. So purchase pattern, usage pattern or usage frequency, the intent for which those particular customers buy or purchase or patronize that particular product or that particular service. You will be surprised that some actually go for products or services just for status, just to show off that, oh, I also patronize this level of product or service. Okay. And at some underneath that behavioral also is the stage that buyer is at this time. So it might be very important to also look at that. Okay. So these are just a few things that are important under the behavioral market segmentation. So let's touch on one or two of them quickly and see if what we can do with that. Now, so purchase. You'll understand that customers don't purchase the same way, right? So there's some that for them to even make a purchase decision, it takes a lot. It takes a very elaborate process. Okay, so there are some that would have concluded almost right before you even brought your product, that okay, so we will be buying this product at this quantity. Okay, so under purchase there are a number of factors that can be considered, but purchase or under behavioral, some will purchase just because they, like I said, they just want to also be there, and some will purchase because they see it as needed for their family. They can't do without it. They have put it as part of their priority list. Okay, so that informs their purchase behavior. And then for others, usage, they would rather not stay away from this product or this service. They would rather engage this service regularly. While some others will feel like, oh, once we can purchase this product and use it once in a month, we're fine. So these are the ways by which you can segment this particular group and understand how they use or they will use your products. Now let's quickly see what we can do under market benefits of market segmentation, right? So under benefits of market segmentation, we have tried to say that if you employ it well, you can literally have some clarity as to who your target markets are, who you should be targeting. You can't be targeting everybody. Who are the people who will likely respond to any marketing action that you take, and who are the people that will not respond if you like. I was sharing with someone, this would, if we had time to look at personality clarification when it comes to customers, you would have been able to understand this. But I was telling someone that my own kind of personality is not adventurous. What do I mean? I'm not the kind of person that will go out and look at and see a new product and go for it. No. I'm the kind of person that would stay with my product. If I've been using a product and I'm satisfied with the product, I've had a good experience with the product, I'll rather stay with that product or that service as long as the quality does not change. I just stay with it and engage it. Now, there are people that if they see something new, they will go for it. That's a personality type when it comes to, so you need to understand that. So that's a personality type. So there are people who are ready to try new products out. I was telling someone, I said, look, do all the billboards that you can do. Do all the marketing activities that you can do. Put in all your marketing efforts. If that is all, I am not likely to engage that product or that service. I am not likely to. Why? You see, I am someone that I believe in word of mouth. People that I know, people that I trust, people that are in my circle of influence. If one of them comes out and says, oh, I have tried this product is very good, I'm likely to try that product. I mean, it begins to give you clarity as to how things go. Recently, I was relating with someone that a snack joint, very lovely place, opened up, and it had opened up for like maybe about 8 months or thereabout, and I never even stopped by. I never even tried to drive by and go until a few weeks ago when someone who is within my inner circle said to me that, oh, I've tried that, it's beautiful, it's very good. And then you won't believe that I think that same week or the week after, I tried it for the first time, and since then I've been trying it every week. I've been taking it every week, and those are the ways, those are the things you need to understand when it comes to targeting. There are different kinds of people, and there are different kinds of segmentation that will help you identify how to relate with such people. Okay, so benefits of market segmentation: you will get increased efficiency when it comes to selling your product. You will be more, your brand or your product will be more acceptable because you are bringing it to the right people. Okay, now, so for instance, where this life stage I am at as an individual, I don't have a toddler, I don't have a child that is just going to start school and all that. So if you bring that service or that product to me, it's a waste of time. I don't need it. I'm not going to engage with it. I'm not going to use it. I don't have any need for it. So if you don't segment properly, you will be bringing the right product to the wrong audience, to the wrong target market, and they will not be patronizing you. Okay, so these are some of the benefits. There are a number of them. Greater potential for brand loyalty, strong market differentiation, better targeted digital advertising, or even general advertising. Some people advertise to the wrong audience. Some people engage in the wrong advertising medium or channels because they don't know where their targeted audience are. You want to reach out to young people, millennials, and all the younger people. You're targeting Facebook. No, they're not on Facebook. They're not even likely to watch local television or listen to the local radio. So you need to know where they are and how to reach them. that's the essence of market segmentation. We're going to call it a day here this morning on this edition of this Business and Life series. I want to believe that you learn one or two things, but you need greater clarification. You can go online, you can study this. It's open, it's common knowledge. At least it's accessible knowledge, not common knowledge, but it's accessible knowledge. And so we'll come your way again next week on the Business and Life series with another very interesting topic. Have a very wonderful week and stay blessed.
Join our growing community of listeners